Hello and welcome to Cutter Builds. Today we're back with another episode of Icarus. We're playing the New Frontiers DLC on the Prometheus open world map. However, we're on the mission screen here for a second, because at the end of last episode, I realized I couldn't see the mission briefings here, and I was kind of curious to take a look at the difficulty level of some of these before we went in and did them. And you can see here we completed the second one and this optional one that kind of came along with that, which is this exploration mission. And then there's two here, one where we can do crystal extraction, and then there's another one. I'm not going to sit here and listen to the briefings, but there's another one here that we can also do. And so I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to go do the optional ones on each branch before I move on to the story mission or not. The story mission actually seems to be easier in this case. And then these are all locked. I believe these start to get a little bit harder. And so I think what we're going to do is maybe do the next story mission, and then I'll jump down here and do some of these because I'm kind of interested in this crystal extraction because it's going to have us use this drilling equipment and go get some super cooled ice, which is one of the new resources. Back into the open world game here, and we are going to go ahead and jump in here and accept that mission we were talking about. The next one here, which is another one skull mission. We might as well continue down the main story.
Well, last time, Group 15 wants you back on the case, Sherlock. I've even been given a message for you from some uptight rep lady. I got it around here somewhere.
This guy cracks me up.
Hello, Prospector. My name is Clark. I will be your handler for the group on any future assignments. Our analysis of your performance confirms your viability as a potential partner to the group. Very few meet our criteria. Your guide should provide mission details. We look forward to working with you further.
Sounds like you're well on the way to being redacted out of UDA reports. Good for you. Let's just make sure you're not a little black box under the KIA section. They need you to find the location of another base. Must be nearby here somewhere.
So as you can see, we have gathered up a little bit of a follower here while we were off camera. I was just happened to cross this when we went to check on our iron node, and I figured, why not? We'll get a mount for moving around here. Should be nice, speed things up a little bit as we try to work through these missions here. And I have kind of decided that my goal is to focus on missions as we move through things.
Clear area.
Okay.
OES departing.
This looks about right. Let's get set up. Just between us, I'd advise you to watch your back when you're working with the group. They don't exactly have the best track record when it comes to the safety of their contractors. I'm not saying they're responsible, but, well, just be careful out there. There's not much else I can do for you from here. Stay sharp.
Okay, then.
Seeing as how you did so well last time, Group 15 wants you back on the case, Sherlock. I've even been given a message for you from some uptight rep lady.
Yeah, seems like a bug. I just heard this part.
Hello, Prospector. My name is Clark.
So I don't know what's up with that. Hopefully we don't continue to have that replay. That's a little annoying. However, we've got the mount now. We're going to continue with naming our mounts like we did in our Styx open world because I'm very uncreative. So Moby it is. You know, we do need to get a little bit of food in case we have to feed the mount. I'm going to go ahead and put that down here. I always forget about taking care of our mount, so hopefully this adventure that'll go a little bit better. I know we were on to Moby 6, 7, 8, something like that in Styx. I would like to maybe try and keep our mounts alive just a little bit longer this playthrough. So looking at this map here, I'm betting this is the introduction to the swamp biome over here. I think we're going to go through this entrance that we've uncovered already. I'm pretty sure this is where we need to go. I could be wrong. I could be off on another wild goose chase like we did with the last mission where I explored all over the map only to find out that I walked right by the point. But in this case, I'm hoping my instincts are just a little bit better, and this will be the correct direction. Now, as you can see, being on a mount is going to save us so much time, so if I am wrong, at least we're not going to be that far off of our objective. So I'm here on the mount. We just came into the swamps area. There's a new creature here called a needler. It doesn't attack me when I walk by it. I don't know if that's because I'm on a mount or if it's just not ultra hostile. We've got another dinosaur bird looking thing over there, kind of freaky. I have to say I'm enjoying all these new creature types that we're seeing in the DLC here. This is kind of one of those things that I was expecting to see in the base version of the game based on the original announcement trailers that had come out. So it's exciting to see that they've come out with some of this cool alien creatures and stuff. A little bit disappointed that this stuff hasn't made its way into the base game yet. The DLC was quite expensive. And I haven't made up my mind whether or not I would recommend getting it yet or not. That's one of the main reasons why I'm pushing down the main story missions here, is just to see how engaging this storyline is going to be as we continue through. Now, I'm really worried about this acid rainstorm. This is where it might be nice to bring a little aluminum hut in here with us, because I suspect as this storm picks up, life is going to get pretty miserable. I'm also worried about running into a bunch of random creatures out here. Ooh, there's some new resources. Let me get my steel pickaxe out. Oh, I need some kind of a hammer to break these. I think this is the clay resource type, which would be really nice for making some cool clay buildings and stuff. We're going to have to take a look at what equipment is available to be built. I'm obviously missing a tool of some kind. We're starting to get some kind of slowing effect. We're in like a bog or a bog or I don't know, a mud pit or something here. And it's definitely slowing us down. I don't know if it's the mud or the vines or what's going on. I do not like this visibility at all, though. I'm going to turn the lantern off. It's not really helping us, and I'm almost out of juice. I'd left that on all this time, which is not good. Moby's starting to take damage. I don't know if that's from the water we're in or the acid rain, but that's not making me very happy either. We're once again very unprepared for our mission. I did bring a bunch of ramps with me this time in case we needed to get up on top of something, but that's not really going to help us against the weather, unfortunately. I look at our map, we're almost to the point where we need to set down the radar beacon. Usually when you put down the radar beacon, you're going to have to defend it for some period of time, though. And I'm really nervous about losing Moby way out here, especially with no shelter, and the storm is about to get a lot worse. I'm going to hop off and feed Moby. Moby's pretty well fed. I'm super nervous about just dying here, so I'm going to go ahead and just slap this thing down, and we're going to get started.
Okay. Station activated.
It be scanning. There's a percentage over there on the mission side. And hopefully nothing horrible comes out to get us. Gonna eat some food while I'm standing here. There's something. I don't know what a stone jaw is, but it doesn't look friendly. Just constantly looking around to see if something else is going to come out here after us. It looks like something is. I'm going to try and use the bow on this one. Nope, that was a bad idea. Okay. Oh no. What? How was I able to kill that other one so easy, and this one is like super painful? Oh, I'm getting all boxed in. Ruby is definitely not going to survive this. Okay, I got that one. Oh no. There's gotta be a trick to this that I'm missing. Shoot them when their fire mouth is open. There's a bear too. That sounds terrible. Oh, they're everywhere.
You're being paid to babysit that radar.
Yeah,
You'll
yeah.
need to get in range.
Oh, I was like 1% away from finishing that. That was rough. Okay, so we were terribly unprepared. How is that a one-skull mission is what I don't know. I mean, obviously I could have done a better job of continuing to shoot them as they came at me, but that was rough. So we've managed to refit ourselves with some basic leather armor again. I've got a bone knife here, which we had in the chest, and I've got enough materials to build a 1x stone shelter out there this time. My honest hope is that I can run in there, grab all of our stuff, mainly our gun, because I didn't want to waste the steel on building another one of those, and get out before everything jumps all over us. We'll see. Maybe a bunch of that stuff is despawned by now. I don't know. But either way, we've got to get back in there and at least attempt to get our stuff. And I'm really hoping I don't have to replace all of that equipment. The gun, especially at this stage of the game, was a pretty hefty investment. And I obviously got cocky thinking that these things were going to be an easy one-hit kill. Did not realize there was going to be some interesting game mechanics there. I do like that when I switch biomes, the weather is different, so we just evaded that storm. What is that? That's probably just oxide. I do have my leather, oxygen, and water containers on me here. Luckily, we had those to fall back onto. That's making this recovery run just a little bit easier for sure. We're close enough that my body is showing up now. I only see one creature there. I'm really hoping it's not hostile. Oh, I lie. There's a bunch of creatures over here. These weird dinosaur bird things. Guess I'm just a little bit further away from where my body was than I thought. Maybe because we completed the mission, the monsters despawned. I know in previous missions I've come back and had a really hard time getting all of my equipment. But in this case, we managed to pick it all up. I'm going to keep the good armor attached here. We'll keep the leather stuff on. I just want to get my gun out here. And my bow. 1, 2, 3. We get the metal knife going. Okay, I think I've got all of the equipment necessary. So let's go ahead and pick this guy back up. Poor Moby, you will be mourned. Scan location beta. Oh, that's so far away. All right, well, let's get started. I don't have the bedroll, and I don't have a campfire with me. Those would both have been good things to grab. I have a bedroll. I just don't have any of this stuff to make one. And I don't know about hunting creatures out here. I haven't seen anything that looked like it was going to have a lot of fur on it. Just want to make sure I've got a round in the gun itself in case we need it. And of course, it's going to be getting nighttime here soon. We're going to run out of fuel in our lantern as well. I swear, I was more prepared than this, I thought. But it is once again another crazy adventure here on Keter Builds where I apparently leap into things completely unprepared and unawares of what we're getting into. For me, though, that's been half the fun of Icarus, is seeing what there is to see. A Strider. That thing's kind of cool looking. All right, I have found it.
Now you're going to need to search the area.
So what we're going to do is go ahead and slap down our little base this time. Because I'm not taking any chances. I do want to have somewhere to hide and regroup if I need to. We won't be able to sleep through the night here. I realize it's super dark. We can turn this lantern on for a minute. I'm gonna put this down. The monsters won't come until I start it up. And we did bring a ladder, so I can set this on the outside. And I think my plan is gonna be to get up here and shoot at anything that comes running.
That's it. Systems online.
And if our lantern does run out, I did get enough stuff. I'm going to go ahead and build it. We've got a torch here. That way we can swap that in a pinch if things go wrong. 25%. I haven't seen anything yet. Looks like it's all going to rush me here now at the end. Oh, there's a drac. Probably didn't need to use a bullet on a drac. Maybe we'll switch to the bow to start with. I just don't want to get overwhelmed as things start running at us. I want to be able to take them down as they come. Ooh, it's going to be another drac, though. All right, well, dracs are a lot easier than whatever those flame-breathing things were. And they've got those nice red eyes, which makes it so easy to zoom in on them, especially at night here. Oh, we missed. We got the combat music for a half second there. And that first one was so much harder than this. This is like easy mode. Looks like it engaged something else over there. Level 2. Nice. Well, I guess I'll go ahead and hop down here and see if we can take this last one out. Ooh, an alpha wolf. Oh, man. Alright, so the alpha wolf is a little bit tougher than the other stuff that we were fighting. That would have made for a more interesting fight had it not engaged something else there. That's alright. We're going to go ahead and just get all that stuff. I don't know what we're going to need those alpha teeth for, but we'll grab them while we're here. And I am starting to get mite full with all of this materials and whatnot. We're going to have to figure out what we're going to do with all of this in a minute. But first things first, let's go ahead and pick up our radar.
The fringe of the terror zone. Never thought I'd see it open up. I'm not sure if anyone knows the full story. From memory, this is where we saw the first signs of terraforming washout. Enough for the predictive algorithms to prove out we failed. I mean, would you want to live in a critter-infested swamp?
Alright, well, with that out of the way, let's go ahead and pick up the base here. That worked out really well, I think, to have somewhere to fall back to for everybody. Oh man, that thing shot at me. Okay. Yeah. That was rude. That was really rude. I did not enjoy that at all. Suture kit. And somehow I have gotten rid of one of my 4 walls, so I don't even have enough walls to rebuild the base now. That's unfortunate. All right, let's see here. The last point is down here. That's unfortunate. It's a long haul, but we're gonna brave it in the middle of the night here with our trusty torch. Our lantern did burn out in the middle of all of that. And what is this? I don't want a level 71 Viscid that's leaving a trail of acid. I think we'll pass on that. Thanks, folks. Just pulling up the map for a moment here. There's so many rocks and stuff blocking the way. There's really only so far to go, and this little torch is not necessarily doing a great job of lighting the way here. Oh, there's one of those acid monster things. I really would like to see what those look like in the daytime from a safe distance. But for right now, in the middle of the night, when we are full up on inventory and don't know what we're doing or where we're going, I think we're going to continue to pass. I just have to say, if there were water snakes or something in this game, I'd probably have to stop playing it. The entire biome is creepy enough as it is. Not looking for anything jumping out of the water at me.
This is the last. You made it to the area. Get searching.
Alright, just like last time, I'm gonna put down our little shack, even though I don't have what it takes to build the whole thing. We'll build a 3-wall kind of enclosure. I'm gonna put my ladder on the side. That way we can hop up on top of it. Get our gun loaded. Make sure our bow is loaded, and off we go.
Stations online.
And I remember there was a way to hide the quest log area. I'm gonna have to look that button up when we're not defending for our lives. Let's go ahead and eat that other piece of food while I'm thinking about it. Don't need that running off mid-fight. Some big clompy noises out there, not making me feel good about myself. Usually the last fight is the hardest, and if the last couple of fights have been any indication, we're in for a world of hurt. Oh, there's something. Oh, it's those needler things that are like impossible to take on. It's like 4 hits to take one of these out. Oh, there's a crit finally. Gotta figure out where the soft spot is. I feel like I've got enough ammunition for this mission if I can just do well with these shots, get a few more crits as I miss. Oh, I missed twice. You gotta be kidding me. Mission's done. A jaguar, nice. How did I miss that? I'm not too worried about the jaguar. Well, I didn't need to waste a bullet on it either. And these needlers like go underground and move to some new location pretty easily. Oh, now we're suffering again here. How do I make another suture kit? I need fiber. Alright, let's see if I can grab a quick fiber. Alright, I'm gonna need a space in my inventory. I guess I had some spaces down here, but that's all right. Where did it go? I just made it. There we go. Suture kit applied. Let's go ahead and make one more of those to have it in the bar. Perfect. All right, let's see about picking this stuff up. I'm excited. We've got most of our mission stuff done here. Our shack is taking a beating, though.
I don't know much about terraforming, but I remember hearing about the first enzyme tests. Pretty volatile. By design. Trying to rework a planet. That's before exotics were tossed into the mix. What a mess.
Well, that was dumb. Don't take the floor out before you take out the walls and the ceiling. That's probably what happened to my other wall, too. All right, well, either way, we need to go and explore this base over here. Hopefully that's not going to be full of creatures. I'm going to go ahead and skin one of these, though, just to see if we get any unique body parts off of it. No, not really. So we're moving along the way here, and I've just come across a cave, so I thought I would stick my head in real quick and just see what's in here. That looks like titanium, so we do get advanced resources in this biome, which is good to know. We're going to go ahead and clean out some inventory for that, for sure. I don't need leather. Leather's so easy to come by at this point. That is a jackpot for sure. I'm just going to check lots of copper and coal, or copper, yeah, coal, iron, lots of iron in here. And is that a second? Oh, that's platinum. All right, well, I can take a little platinum as well while we're here. My goodness, jackpot. Not enough to probably do anything with, but it does take a little bit to get into all of this stuff. So it's always nice to pick it up when we find it. Definitely don't need aluminum. Oh, I'm super geeked. We're getting into our advanced ores. No time we'll be getting into those cool Tech 4 upgrades. That's usually I just wait for Tech 4 to upgrade stuff.
See if you can get inside. Smart place to build.
Is it up in the tree? That's my guess. First we gotta walk through this water to get over there. Oh yeah, there's a whole staircase and everything to get up on the side of this tree. That's actually kind of cool. I must have completely missed, there it is, right on the other side of that route, so I ended up walking all the way around it. Press to harvest. Ooh, mushrooms. That's new. I don't know that I've seen at least that style before. I'm going to go ahead and open that slot back up, though, just in case we end up needing it to pick something else up. Watch me fall off the side of this thing at the last minute. No water in the reservoir. It's kind of a cool base. Nothing in any of these chests. Ooh, look at that. A medium iron crate with a bunch of stuff in it. Ooh, black wolf throwing knife. That looks pretty snazzy. Iron sledgehammer. This must be what we need to get, yeah, the scoria and obsidian. So that's coming down in the bar. Clay bricks and a damaged audio log. So let me get rid of a few of these things.
Okay, more to do. I'll need more resin and reed flowers. More gold and iron. Need to find another source. Foraging is slow. Doesn't feel defensible here. Scout for bid at HQ location.
Sis, are you there? Can you hear me? We miss you. Please come home. I need my big sister. It's not the same without you. They're taking the rent you gave us. Please, we need your help.
Why do they keep sending these to me? Don't they know being stuck here is torture enough? You can do this.
Holy sh... take what you want from here. It looks like the owner's not coming back anytime soon.
That's one way to put it.
All done? Let's get that beacon down and transmitting, then.
I'm going to go ahead and put the leather armor that we had on down into this bench just to leave it here, I guess. I don't see any reason not to, or any reason to take it with us. I'd much rather pick this thing up and take that back to our base with us. Nice iron chest. I don't have a fireplace or anything, so we can't sleep here. I think we'll take these wooden crop plots back, though, too, just so I don't have to build them. We've got the weight capacity for it, just not a lot of room in the inventory, but, oh, these aren't going to stack. Boo. Well, what I'll probably do, as much as I shouldn't do this, is also leave the leather water skin and oxygen bladder here. That way we've kind of got a whole set of stuff sitting here in case we need to make our way back out here. The rest of this, though, I think is coming back with me. And that gives us room for all of that stuff. I'm now full up, but we should be able to make it back to base. What is our... place the beacon in the base. Okay. We can do that. We'll put it right back in this corner.
Sounds like your paycheck's just arrived. Let's check it out.
Okie dokie. Let's go ahead and go down there and see if I can find this thing. I placed that beacon. I made it purple. We're going to continue to use that, I think, for our mission bases that we find. That way I can find them again later. Oh, gotta be careful not to kill ourselves, though. Of course, we're going to get a bad storm right as we're jumping out here to try and find our rewards. Which in the swamp, it's probably buried under something. There we go. The lights actually help. Oh, and of course, we need more inventory room for stuff. Drop some sticks.
Well, I'll be. The group doesn't disappoint. That should slot into the infrasonic relay device. It'll give you access to the UDA mission requisition system while planetside. Go throw it in. If you don't have an IRD, it would probably be a good idea to build one.
Well, we're going to try and take shelter back in this base and get through the next few minutes here of this crazy storm, because I'm not looking forward to hiking it back in this weather. And then by then, it should be daytime, and we'll be able to head back to our base. And whoa, I jumped too high. Oh my goodness, if I die after all this. All right, we made it. That's crazy. Yeah, storm exposure is nothing to sneeze at. And we're just gonna wait things out until the storm clears up. I'll run us back to the base. Hopefully nothing crazy happens. This base is not gonna survive the storm though, and I'm not necessarily looking to spend a bunch of time repairing a house made entirely out of interior wood. Oh my gosh, this thing just attacked us, and it is mean and freaky looking. Oh, we're gonna die. Oh, I can't believe I missed that. There we go, we got it. It was freaking out. All right, let's bandage. We were getting attacked by a needler, and I didn't even see this thing come up behind me. Oh my goodness. Oh, look at all this stuff. Miasma, acidic glands, and volatile substance. Okay. It's time for the raw meat stacks to go away. And we'll take all of that. I don't need the oxite, although it's interesting I can kill these to get oxite. I wonder if when we're... Oh, I stepped in the acid. I wonder if when we're doing a... whatever this biome is, swamp biome start, that you get most of your oxite from killing those creatures. That would be horrific. I am not suited for that. That's ultra hard mode, because I haven't seen a lot of oxide out here, but maybe I've just missed it. What is this 16% debuff? Carrying mesmetic items while carrying diseased or infected items take poison damage periodically. Oh! So that's just a thing we're gonna do now, okay. I see. Man, I wanted to use the hammer to get some of this stuff. Destroy the repair hammer. We don't need that. Drop this. Pick up clay. Oh, that's cool. All right, well, that's awesome. We've got some clay to play around with. Oh, we've got clay bricks, too. I think we picked those clay bricks up from inside. Well, I'm not going to sit here and gather more of this. I just wanted to get a little bit of it to see how that was going to work out. This whole I'm taking poison damage while I'm standing here goofing off thing should concern me more than it is. So we're going to just get going, try and get back to the base before we die a horrible, horrible death here. Stealth attack worked pretty good on that, though. I figure as long as I'm already carrying some of this... Oh, don't stand in the actual poison, though. Let's go ahead and get a little bit more. It'll probably increase how much bad stuff it's doing to me. I didn't manage to pick up... There's noxic crust silica and infected bark. I'm kind of curious about those. I guess I'll drop these two and pick those up. Oh yeah, we're taking 126% poison damage now. I think it was only 16 before. Now it's 136. It's going up, folks. I'm not excited about that in any way. I do think that's the exit from the swamp. I'm really hopeful that we're going to get out of here in one piece, relatively one piece. We only died once going into a new biome. I'd say that's relative success. We've encountered several new creatures while we've been out here. I'll count that as a win. Trying to figure out which way I need to go here. I think I need to sneak in between this crevice. Oh, can I cut these down with my knife or something? Oh, a scythe. I could cut these down. Okay. I'm not so worried about the damage as I am about getting slowed down, although... it doesn't seem to be doing a lot to the armor. I was worried I was taking a lot of armor damage, but that doesn't seem to be the case. There seems to be a lot of these clay nodes right near the entrance to the biome, or not too far into the biome, I should say. which is encouraging. If I want to come gather more, I'm not going to have to go on a huge adventure to get here. And we're finally back into what I would call familiar territory. We can get up and out of that nasty, yucky swamp biome. I feel dirty just having spent so much time in there, to be honest. I could not build a base there. I would not want to have that be my starting area. Just no. Now, as long as I'm here, we might as well pick up a new mount. So we hauled this stuff all the way back here, and I notice it's going to expire. I can't just hold on to it, which makes sense, but now I don't know what that's for. I'm kind of curious to see. Oh, I found it. It's the explosive rifle rounds, which will make use of that volatile substance. So I'm going to go ahead and bake up a few of those as long as I've got it here to use. No sense letting it go to waste. I've still got 7 of it, but I've run out of bullets. Well, let's fix that problem. I can make 5 of these. Can make 1 of these. We were low on ammo anyway, so I might as well just get what we got and replenish some of those supplies. We'll use all 14 of those to see how well this works. We've got 16. We've got 16 explosive rifle rounds. I must have gotten a bonus from some of my skill sets. And then I've got 18 regular rifle rounds. We can also make these incendiary ones. I remember using those previously. I didn't really like them. The armor piercing looked like they'd be pretty cool and would break through those tougher creatures that we were having a problem with. That could be awesome. But platinum sheath, oh, that's pretty expensive. So I'll stick with what we've got at the moment. We're going to definitely need a few more rifle rounds at some point, though. I'm going to go ahead and call that good for right now because I do really want to finish up this mission. I tossed all the other things in here. Toxic to humans when carried, so this isn't going to wear out. So I can store all that stuff there for the time being. I need to grab our bone scythe. We got to get some food for this guy before he gets angry and wanders off. And somebody recommended using the scythe on our gardening products, which is great. We're getting a lot more yield out of that. And let me stop leading. There we go. Get some food, take a nap, it'll be good. And this, unable to request new mission already in progress. Unlock, craft, and place encrypted satellite communicator at the fabricator. I have the fabricator. Encrypted satellite communicator. Oh man, platinum sheath and titanium sheath for that. I mean, we did get a little bit of platinum and titanium, but I don't think we got enough to do that nonsense. Let me see here. Oh, that's how you make that cold steel. Super cooled ice and steel ingots. Interesting. Platinum is going to be 5 to 1, as is titanium. And a titanium plate is going to be 3 titanium. Oh goodness, this is just going to cost us a small fortune. Sheath is only 1 platinum. That at least we can stomach. But man, those titanium plates, that's a lot of titanium. That's going to be 20, so 60 ingots. Oofda. The electronics and composites, all that other stuff is pretty easy. Gold, we don't have that much gold wire yet, but we can get that somewhat easily. Man, all right. Well, I thought we were going to wrap this episode up with completing the mission. Obviously, we're going to need a little bit of resource gathering. So we are still going to wrap up today's mission there. And I will be back next time after having done a little bit of resource gathering. And we'll probably record some of that adventure if things go wrong. But we'll get what we need out of some of these caves and be back for the next mission in the next episode. Hopefully you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, hit that like button. Helps me out a lot. And stay tuned tomorrow. We're going to start posting 2 videos a day. I'm going to be posting Icarus videos, as well as we're going to be starting a playthrough on Starfield, which I'm super excited about. So stay tuned for that. We might try and do some live streams soon as well. I don't know. Life is crazy. Kids are going back to school, but we're getting into a schedule here soon. Expect a couple videos a day while we're finishing up Icarus here and getting started in Starfield. That's all for today. Kedrick out.